Hey everybody, I'm Brian Boyle here, and welcome to episode 25 of The Mesh Tongue. And hey, appreciate all the comments, all the questions, all of the feedback that you're giving me. Keep that coming along. Brian at company5k.com. I love it. I love answering your questions and providing you some help. So if you've got questions or need anything, just give me a shout out, and I'll be happy to help you out. Today I want to talk to you about something interesting, and I think this would really be beneficial to people that may be coming back from especially somebody that's maybe coming back from like a knee injury, maybe some IT band stuff that they might not have been able to run for maybe a week or two, especially somebody maybe that's had the flu, come down with a cold of some sort, and is in the midst of their training and really wanted to kind of get back into some training pretty quickly. So somebody that maybe has taken a short break, this may be of most benefit to, and we can kind of talk about some other things. I would refer you to some of the other books, the Daniels Formula, now in the third edition, Jack Daniels Formula, running formula, is available on Amazon. You can find that, and some really good information on interval work. But that's what we're going to talk about today, some interval work. And there's a new book coming out called The 1 Minute Workout, and it's by Dr. Martin Gibala, and another one of his professors at McMaster University in Ontario. This book's going to be, you can pre-order it now on Amazon. It's called The 1 Minute Workout, and it's kind of a catchy title in the sense that it really is a misnomer. It's designed to kind of capture your attention. Say the 1 minute workout. What's this gonna be all about? But in it, he talks about interval training and why interval training is so effective. And he's done a lot of research. He's published over 100 articles. You can check out the Tim Ferriss show. He's been interviewed on that kind of in pre-release form for his book, so he's out promoting that right now. I'll link that in online. You can find that on the website to the podcast. But some fantastic information, and it goes into the mode of the 1 minute. And so his 1 minute is actually 3 20-second intervals. And he said, 20 seconds, that's not going to do anything. But the way he describes it is literally not only just getting out of your comfort zone, but that 20 seconds is if your child is getting approached by a car that is coming at full speed and you need to get there as quick as possible. It is literally lightning fast, warp speed, on the edge of collapsing for that 20 seconds all out, and you do 3 rounds of that. So something like a workout may be where you would start off doing 2 minutes of a warm-up. You would say, and he prescribes this on the bike, which may be good for somebody that's had like an IT band syndrome, especially, or somebody coming back from a cold or flu and has access to the indoors or a bad weather day, whatever. But prescribes using it on a bike. I like the bike idea, although may not be exactly running specific. It does go to more of the cross training side of things. So what happens is 2 minute warm up, a 20-second all out, as fast as you can go, as high output as you can go, and then a 2 minute cool down, if you will, where you go back to kind of maybe it's like 70 RPM or 80 RPM. If you're measuring it in RPMs, maybe 100 watts if you're measuring it in watts. And then you go 20 seconds, 2 minutes cool down, and then a kind of slower pace, and then 20 seconds again all out, and then a finish with a 3 minute cool down. So you end up with 10 minutes of overall interval work, and you do this 3 days a week. And what they've shown is after just 2 weeks of this, that people have been able to increase their VO2 max by almost 19%, which is pretty significant, especially if you think that for every 1 week that you're down, it would take about 2 weeks to come back. And that's just normal, like you just take off, you're not necessarily sick, you haven't been injured, on conditioning wise. So if you really need to boost that to kind of get back to a pre-level, this may be one of the tips that you kind of keep in your back pocket for that injury. So, again, it goes 2 minutes as a warm-up, 20 seconds, 2 minutes as a kind of a slower pace, 20 seconds all out, 2 minutes slower, 20 seconds all out. So you do 3 rounds of that, and the 3-minute cool down. That would be your 10 minutes, and then you're done. And you're done for the day. It doesn't have to be anything too crazy, especially if you're trying to come back and we don't want to increase your speed, or your distance too soon. Again, we were thinking about the 10% rule. This may be a way to kind of skirt around that and get the cardio, vascular and the cardio, conditioning wise with that. So I would encourage you to take a look at this book, the 1 minute interval, the 1 minute workout. He talks about burpees. He talks about doing other things. Some fascinating research on intervals, the science behind it, the science why sometimes the shorter may be the better, especially if you're pressed for time and you're really looking to kind of get the most benefits. He even talks about doing a kind of a more advanced for some people that are out there. You may do more of like a 5-minute cycle where you'd go 3 minutes all out as far as you can, 2 minutes, cool down, do 3 cycles of that and kind of get your, get into a 20-minute workout. Again, depends on your needs, depending on where you're at in the training cycle. But hope you find some value in this. If you did, share this with your friends, your family, your training partners, and whatever you do, don't go hurting yourself just to come back though. Brian Boyle, Mesh Tongue, episode 25. And hey, have a great one. I'll see you soon.